Sometimes, we may feel obligated to keep in touch with certain people, even if they are not good for us, just because they are family or friends. But the truth is, some people are not worth your time or love. People are more important than money. But if you see these 8 signs, you need to end your relationship, even if it's a family or a close friend. First, avoid people who are stingy. These are people who always complain that they have no money when they meet you. If they're really poor, that's understandable. However, they spend it on whatever they want when they are alone. They are not really poor. They are just trying to take advantage of you. Don't waste your time and energy on these people. A healthy relationship is based on mutual respect and generosity. But these people don't respect you. They only use you. You deserve better than that. Second, avoid people who are always fighting and picking sides. These are people who can't let go of any issue and turn everything into a conflict. They also expect you to support them blindly, even if they are wrong. And they cause trouble for everyone else. You have a limited number of people you can connect with in life. Each person is valuable. But if you have a friend who is always fighting and picking sides, your whole relationship will suffer. Fighting is not good for anyone. A wise person knows how to control their emotions and avoid unnecessary arguments. People who are always fighting are emotionally unstable and arrogant. They don't usually admit their mistakes and they think they are always right. They don't respect other people's opinions. They only want to have their own way. If you are a person who is always fighting, you need to change yourself. Third, avoid people who don't care about your problems or take other people's worries lightly. In this world, there is no such thing as a big or small problem. The weight of life is different for everyone, and each person feels it differently. That's why you need to share your worries and joys with friends who understand and empathize with you. A person who only cares about themselves and not others is worse than no one. You can only open your heart to someone who respects you as a unique individual. The simplest way to respect others is to express your feelings to them. Be grateful and say thank you when someone helps you. Saying thank you and sorry is the foundation of a good relationship. Stay away from people who don't appreciate you, and show gratitude to others. Be happy for others when they succeed. Comfort them when they are sad. A person who enjoys the pain of others is someone who has no respect for others. Taking pleasure in the immoral actions of others is worse, and more evil than doing immoral actions yourself. You should never be happy about the suffering and misfortune of others. Fourth, avoid anyone who forces you to follow their religious or political beliefs. Everyone is different, and that's what makes life interesting. The relationship between people is about accepting each other's differences and finding value in each other. That's why you should never impose your beliefs on others, especially when it comes to religion or politics. It is very exhausting to deal with such a person. And in reality, many conflicts arise because of strong beliefs in human relationships. Also, don't waste your time arguing with such a person. Wise people don't engage in arguments that hurt the other person's dignity. No matter what the topic is, when an argument begins, each person only defends their own point of view. In fact, what is the benefit of winning an argument over someone else? It is only a short-lived satisfaction, but it comes at the expense of hurting the other person's ego, and one day face a terrible consequence. Fifth, avoid people who don't keep their promises or break them easily. It is possible to cancel a plan once or twice, due to unavoidable circumstances. However, even if there are circumstances, it is the responsibility to apologize and not to repeat it. You should end your relationship as soon as possible with people who not only break their promises, but also forget that they made promises and habitually break them. In a relationship that should be built on mutual respect, there is no need to force yourself to stay with someone who doesn't respect you. Never forget that. You are a person who deserves respect. Sixth, if you feel unhappy when you meet a friend, avoid that friend. When you first meet a friend, it's fun, but the more you meet, the less fun it becomes. And if you feel that you don't match, you can take it as a sign that you need to reevaluate your relationship. In the past, you had a lot in common with that friend, and the friends you met were similar. But as time goes by, the people you meet change, and you live different lives. That's why people who were fun to meet in the past feel like they don't belong as you grow older. As much as you are annoyed and stressed, it is very likely that the friend is also bothered and stressed by you. Because relationships are mutual, not one-sided. Therefore, for both of you, it is better to think about gradually reducing your contact with each other. 7th. Avoid people who constantly complain about themselves, or keep talking about the same worries. Talking about your worries is often just a temporary relief rather than a wish to get advice from the other person. Wanting to be comforted by others is a natural human trait, and cannot be seen as a bad thing. However, there is a person who always talks about the same worries every time they meet you. Also, there are people who expect you to agree with the answer they have already decided when you try to give them advice. Listening to other people's worries and saying only nice things unconditionally can be good temporarily, but in the end, nothing will help that person or your life. So if you are a true best friend, give honest advice. 8th. Avoid people who brag too much. These are people who act superior to others, and only talk about themselves. If you praise yourself with your own words, you just become a conceited person. The most pointless brag among brags is the brag of the past where you did well. The secret to living a happy and meaningful life is to appreciate what you have now. We have never met a person who brags too much about their past, who is happy in their current life and who has a positive vision for the future. People who know nothing or know a lot don't speak much, but people who know a little always speak loudly and a lot. So, always, stay humble. If you enjoy and found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, so you don't miss out on the next videos. Thanks for watching.